Well, we're here. It's the day you've been waiting for. The newest edition of the Big Balloon Parade with brand new balloons. And of course, you can already see one of our newbies on the very top right there. So, let's let our title float move by and let's start the parade. Let's zoom down to our normal parade position. Well, here we are. We're at the very beginning of our parade. And look at that sign. It's really inviting, don't you think? Yes, that's true. We can see further along, we've got some favourite floats floating by. And we start off the parade with our usual Mr. Robot float. Now given, just like with the others, a very slight upgrade. This time, our special guest is none other than Wild Style from the Lego Movie. Except she's wearing sunglasses, so we can't exactly see her. And now, here comes a very muscly hunk. Someone who very much became like this when he ate his spinach. Someone who proves to you that spinach isn't just muscle food. It's none other than Popeye the Sailor Man. Furnished by King Features Syndicate and making his grand return to our parade. He is one of our tallest boys yet. Even more taller than our previous Popeye from almost 8 years ago. But, of course, it's always nice to hear the peep peep from this delightful, lovable Sailor Man. And who knows, maybe Olive Oil and Sweepy are watching home too. Make sure you pack down some bad guy Heiny, Popeye. It's nice to see you back in our parade. Our first standard float in our parade is a selection of divers. And why are they wearing breathing apparatus? Or those silly diving masks or whatever they're called? I have no idea. Maybe sometimes they just want to do what they prefer. And here comes another balloon. It's a pumpkin. We've seen him before. Except this isn't really the perfect time to have pumpkins during Christmas time. Maybe for Thanksgiving and Halloween, but not Christmas. And then here comes a delightful winter caboose Wonderland thingy. Except it's still under construction even from last year. Maybe it will remain under construction for a little while, I think. And the first of our mid-sized balloons is none other than the form of this delightful classic children's character. It's none other than Miffy, created by Dick Bruder in the Netherlands and furnished today by Studio Canal Kids and Family. Miffy's here to promote his brand new series coming by in 2025. Miffy now has a new younger brother, Bun, and alongside his mum and dad as well as his friends. Miffy will always be around for adventures, anytime, anywhere, any place. It's nice to see this cute little bunny here to us for the very first time in our parade. Now here comes the park. Yay! This is a delightful little float featuring Harry Potter and Hagrid for some reason. I don't know why. We don't really associate them with the park for whatever reason. But here they are. Delicious. Well, hands are reaching in, and we all know who this character is. Yep, it's Greg Heffley, the Wimpy Kid himself. And this time, he's once again trying to reach out and not be in sight. But there's something that's just following him from below. A moldy piece of cheese. Please, Greg, don't touch it. You'll get the cheese touch again. Well, maybe Greg will maybe not touch it, but it does seem like that he will. And well, he's in a bit of a hot mess as well because, well, that's the new Wimpy Kid book, Diary of Wimpy Kid Hot Mess, published right now by Penguin Random House. And today, Greg is furnished by Wimpy Kid Inc., straight out of the pages of Jeff Kinney's Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. And don't forget, he'll also be in a brand new Disney Plus movie coming by next year. How wimpy is that? Well, here comes a delightful range of Marvel-reflect characters. Here's Spidey, who we've seen before in the Big Balloon Parade as a giant float. And here are some other great Marvel heroes as well. Captain America, Wolverine, the Hulk, Nick Fury, and Thor. Promoting the best Marvel comics and films around. Hey look, it's Thomas the Tank Engine! And there's Percy too. They're two of the members of the biggest adventure club. And here's Carly the Crane, another member. So she's making her debut. And of course, their good old father figure Gordon is making his debut in the parade as well. So this delightful trio, or quadrio of characters, are here to present, well, they're moving behind because they're leading the way for a character who's making his big debut in our parade. It's Barney! And just like Thomas and his friends, Barney is too furnished by Mattel. Barney, Billy, and Baby Bop are all back for a new generation of fans in the CGI animated series Barney's World on Cartoonito, where Barney teaches his child friends David, Mel, and Vivi all about how to be a good friend and making sure to be as happy and as healthy as you can be. And certainly, this Barney can definitely say super-de-duper within his giant size. What a magnificent sight in our parade. And what a magnificent debut indeed. Super-de-duper. And of course, I love you. Well, Harold the policeman is leading by to allow the police force to enter the scene. Look at them. Here they are. As they make sure to protect and make sure to help anyone in sight. The ATO Adventures crew are racking by on boats, on skis, on everything really, even little bikes. They always know how to put on a good show for the parade. Here they are. But there's something missing. Something really missing. How about we add in another mid-sized balloon who's a cop but also a dog? And it's none other than Dogman from the pages of Dave Pilkey's Dogman series. He is here to promote his new film, furnished by DreamWorks Animation. So, originally, Dogman was a police officer, had a dog, but then, after some unfortunate incident, was combined into one. And since then, he's been helping to save the world, all within George and Harold's imaginations. And of course, with him heading onto the big screen, he's certainly knowing that he'll be a big star indeed. Certainly the police force agree too. Because, guess where they're going? Wee 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 wee. Yep, they're going away. They're going away to chase after Dogman, making sure that he's properly saving the world. So is Harold the police officer. We're heading into the wonderful world of Disney now, with these next selection of floats. And we're starting off with the Disney wagon. And who's riding on here, we may ask? Well, it's pretty obvious. Donald Duck, Daisy Duck, and Goofy. Donald's taking centre stage on the wagon, because we all know who's going to be following him. Yep, that's right. None other than Donald Duck Balloon, furnished by the Walt Disney Company. Yep, Donald has been celebrating his 90th birthday this year. And this temper-filled duck isn't exactly happy about it. You know what I mean. But we're happy that this duck is celebrating his 90th birthday, because we wouldn't have been able to do anything without him. Donald's gone on many adventures. He's gone through many enemies, including Chip and Dale. And you could go on and on about this duck, originally voiced by the talented Clarence Ducky Nash. Now, the Disney party train has arrived, bringing in a slew of many of your favourite Disney characters. On Captain Hook's pirate ship, we have Peter Pan and Tinkerbell waving hello. Woody's playing a tune on his side of the float. And a familiar Disney face who is going to appear in a new sequel. It's none other than good old Moana. Appearing in Moana 2, that's coming out this November. Or, well, it may be already out by now. Who knows? It all depends on when you're watching this parade. Now, here comes the castle inspired by Disney World. Yep, it's the Disney World castle, based on, of course, Cinderella Castle. And who's riding on the top of the balcony? Well, it's none other than Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Minnie, of course, is celebrating her debut in the real Macy's Parade as a balloon, while Mickey is just being there, being his usual self. Dave Benson Phillips and Alex Lovell roam the bottom of the float in their old classic Big Dave and Little Alex designs. And, of course, right on top of the Disney Castle float is none other than Mickey Mouse the Balloon, furnished by the Walt Disney Company as well, just like with Donald. Yep, Donald and Mickey have joined together in one parade as giant balloons. And it's nice to see this twosome trio appear together once again. Mickey is about the size of, let's say, 16 minifigures. That's how tall these giant floats are now. They're even bigger than before. And that's what makes them truly amazing. And Mickey is also here to tell you that Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus is coming over to Disney Junior in 2025. Rebooting an old classic Playhouse Disney series with some new faces, as well as introducing Duffy the Disney Bear to this incredible world. So, let's give ears to Mickey. Well, here we are. Mario and Luigi are back on the scene. They really want Peach to follow along. Well, the sounds say it all. On this giant pink balloon making its parade debut. Another parade debut is just coming around the corner now. I think you recognise his coat and his suitcase and that grin. It's Paddington, furnished by Studio Canal. And the reason why we're seeing Paddington in this world? Well, obviously he wants to take a little explore down my basement. Yep, of course, the big balloon parade's in the basement after all of my house. But also because Paddington is here to promote his new film, Paddington in Peru, where, of course, he's returning back to his home where he was born in, even before he was found in London by Mr. and Mrs. Brown. Well, Paddington in Peru in the UK at the moment is currently in cinemas, but it will be reaching over to the US crowd and across the world in 2025. Please, Paddington, could you find your way home? I think so. The bear from the darkest depths of Peru. Well, the parade is still going on strong. Now, let's head in to see some girls who can really kick butt. It's Cartoon Network's Powerpuff Girls, appearing in their usual appearance in our parade. Buttercup, Bubbles, and Blossom, ready to save the world before bedtime. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. There's some criminals on the loose. But they're not chasing after the police. They're more worried about something else that's right up in the sky. They're frantic criminals. Because a certain yellow something thinks they're all bananas. Two of them are sheltered down on the bottom. And unfortunately, if we have a look on the top, there's actually one that has been caught and is about to be a snack for someone. Yep. It's none other than Stuart the Minion, a traditional classic character from Illumination Entertainment's Despicable Me franchise. And of course, this delightful Minion character has made us all laugh with his crazy antics alongside his friends Kevin and Bob. And as we all know already, Stuart is furnished by Illumination Entertainment. Get it, Minion? Now, I think we know what happens when this speeder goes by. Yep, we're heading into the world of Star Wars, furnished by Lucasfilm. On a boat. Wow, there's all sorts of your favourite characters on this float. And all sorts of your favourite vehicles as well. Just look at all of those. Well, here they are. Now we're in first person mode as the boat is heading towards the end position of the parade. Well, now we're on to the second half of the parade now. But we've still got plenty of time to go. And now, our next float is this giant gun with some random faces on it. There's a Santa zombie and a head. I better move the head onto Santa zombie. Ah, there we are. That's weird. Captain Jack Sparrow's on top of there for some reason. And there's even a magician. A weird set, wouldn't you say? But here's a clown who's not weird. He is a classic. It's none other than Ronald McDonald, furnished by the McDonald's Corporation and the corporate face of the non-profit Ronald McDonald House Charities, making sure to provide a home away from home. So, Ronald has many friends, including Grimace, Hamburglar, and Birdie the Early Bird. He starred in his own direct-to-video cartoon series, and he's a popular face within 90s pop culture. That's our Ronald. We give special thanks to McDonald's for providing what they always do. Now, here comes The Simpsons! Yay! Furnished by 20th Century Studios. As they ride on a boat? Huh? Homer's just typing on his thingy. And some of your favourite Simpsons characters are standing there too. Well, as we know already, all the ones that I own in Lego form at least. And Bart Simpson is a little bit behind because he's right under something truly special. Yep, that's right. It's none other than one of our heaviest balloon flyers during the parade and a character who's making his grand return after a little while. It's Bart Simpson, furnished by 20th Century Studios. Yep, the cool boy of the Simpsons family, riding high on his skateboard. One of the most 3D of our floats. He's riding in style in the air. Oh, it's strange, but that's what happens in our parade. And as we all know already, new episodes of The Simpsons are airing on Sky Showcase and on Disney Plus. Ooh, we're on Bikini Bottom? Except, where's SpongeBob? Well, unfortunately, SpongeBob had other things to do, so he wasn't able to make it to the parade this time. But I'm guessing whatever he had to do with Bikini Bottom, it must have been important. But don't you worry, although we don't have SpongeBob in person, just a construction worker holding a turkey, at least we have him in giant cut-out balloon form. You already saw him when we were showing you Bart Simpson, but here we are. Good old SpongeBob and Gary the Snail, furnished by Nickelodeon. SpongeBob is our only square balloon in the parade, and he always likes to show off the positivity and optimism of life. He's got friends like Patrick and Squidward, and he works at the Krusty Krab for his boss, Mr. Krabs. all while avoiding Plankton's schemes of trying to get the Krabby Patty secret formula. Lately, SpongeBob has seen some spin-offs of the new tie-in period with Wendy's, the Krabby Patty collab. So now you can finally have a Krabby Patty in the comfort of your own Wendy's restaurant. Within the meanwhile, more floats are leaving the bay, ready to prepare for their camera thing. And here's, of course, one of them, which we'll talk about later, of course. Pepperoni and little Pepperoni are here again, skating aboard in the parade on their little mini float. And they're followed up by horses. Yay! Well, the original 4 ninjas from Ninjago have arrived into our parade route. Now they're leading the way for a cart. Really? That's it? A cart? Nothing more? Nothing else? Nothing major? Oh well, at least we do have something major. It's Dora! Yep, Dora's making her parade debut in the Big Balloon Parade. And she's joined by Backpack on her back and Map. And if you can see here, Dora is based on a current incarnation from the new TV series Dora and furnished by Nickelodeon. You can see Dora and all her friends, including Boots, and making sure that they won't get swiped by Swiper, or Nick Jr. It's nice to see Dora back in the spotlight again. Construction time. Here's some construction workers on a car. How are they able to fit on all of that? I have no idea, and they fell down. But of course, it's what you'd expect. You'd have to do things like that. And then another truck is rolling by, and it's got some monsters on the back. It's like a big stage on a truck. How that's possible, I have no idea. Ooh, a red balloon. Why is it floating up in the air? And who's trying to prevent it from falling down onto the ground? Yep, a certain blue healer who's playing the world's largest game of Keppy Uppy. It's Bluey! She is back in our parade and even bigger than ever, furnished by BBC Studios and Ludo Studio. So we all know Bluey and her little sister Bingo and her parents in the hit Disney Plus and CBeebies series Bluey, where they all go on many different Australian adventures, showcasing the power of playability and teamwork. And today, Bluey is certainly enjoying her little holiday right there in my basement. Certainly indeed, she's making sure that red balloon stays off the ground. Here is Superman, driving the Bat car, as usual, drifting away. And here's another float with a... What's going on here? That looks really weird. But I don't know. But now, here comes the fire team. The fire brigade, I mean, with their delightful vehicles. And Harold the Fireman is there to join them too. We always enjoy seeing the fire team here on our parade. But I think what should really happen is boink. They should really stay on the ladder rather than standing on the roof, because that's very dangerous. And I could guess the fire chief over there agrees with that. And there's, of course, some swipers as well. Here they go. Oh. The ladder's broken. Looks like you'll need to get that repaired. Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. But now, they're here to leave. Here come the clones. Here they are. Oh, yes. There's so many clones. Captain Brex is there. There's a sand trooper. There's a clone pilot. Some stormtroopers. All sorts. Oh, and even a clone pilot too. Huh? There's a mime in that clone pilot suit? I don't know. Anything, really. And never fit, yeah, Underdog is here. Because he's making his grand return to the Big Balloon Parade as well. Whoa, Underdog. Careful. Anyways, Underdog is back in our parade to promote his return to the small screen in a new TV show produced by Superprod Animation. And he, of course, is furnished by Superprod. So it'll be nice to see Underdog back onto the small screen in 2025 with all of his friends and foes. Well, we got another performance now, and it's with the Koopalings and Bowser and Kamek and Bowser Jr. Well, we're heading into the villain territory. So, let's move forward. And airship open. Well, here goes Bowser Jr. exploring the airship and destroying it. Bunk. Come on. Well, here they are. They're going now. Spacemen are on the scene now, patrolling the sites and patrolling to wherever. And there's even a police officer here as well, riding on this cruiser. cruising away. Oh yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Pizza, pizza. Pizza, pizza. Pizza, 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 pizza. Beep boop beep beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep beep boop bop 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 boop 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 beep boop beep boop beep beep boop boop beep 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 bop. Yeah. They really want their pizza. And let's just look at the back, because we wouldn't want to miss out this little character. Here comes a certain green creature who you could associate with the Christmas season maybe, but he's not Christmassy. He is Kermit the Frog, furnished by the Walt Disney Company. Kermit and all his Muppet friends have entertained us for many, many years now. And of course, Kermit is going to be reaching his next level of anniversary status next year. So here, he's back, rising high and as tall as ever, just like our frog could be. Nice to see this green being back in our parade. Mrs. Claus and Lord Mole as Santa are heading right to begin the Christmas section of our parade. The grand finale of the most elegant units of them all. And of course, we're starting off with none other than Santa's Grotto. Wow. Santa's already in our parade and we're not even finished yet. What a miracle. Oh wait, that's not Santa Claus. And that's not Mrs. Claus. We've already seen the real Mrs. Claus. This is just someone dressed up in a delightful Santa costume. Greeting everyone in his grotto. Yep. It's just someone. And you can't have Christmas without a delightful Christmas market where you can buy some sweet treats and more sweet treats like custard pies, a giant gingerbread house, everything. Yummy. Please, 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 please. Now, here comes a duo of two delightful Pokemon, Pikachu and Eevee, riding on their delightful Pokeball-shaped sleigh. And right now, they're just waiting ahead to prepare for the new season of Pokemon Horizons coming out in January in the UK on BBC iPlayer, as well as the new parts of the Pokemon games and the TCG. So, hello there, Pokemon, and welcome back to our parade. Furnished by the Pokemon Company International. And leading down in our parade is the Pika-mobile, also furnished by the Pokemon Company International. So, this is a Pikachu-shaped love bug. Well, not really a love bug, but still a Lego car anyway. Started like Pikachu, and this time with some added holly onto it. And following on with characters, here is Charlie Brown and Snoopy. This time Snoopy's wearing a Christmas hat. Well, because it's almost the holidays. And it's almost time for delightful treats and tricks. Well, treats for Christmas, that is, and tricks for... because it's not Halloween now. And following up that is good old Woodstock. And the flying high is Snoopy, furnished by Peanuts Worldwide. So now Snoopy's back in his red Christmas jumper and scarf and ice skates, skating up right in the air of our parade route. Look at that. One big smile. Good old earmuffs, everything. And little Woodstock is just punched by as well. Now we're in the depths of Santa's workshop, where the elves and partners are all making the delightful toys for Christmas that Santa will deliver to you from his sleigh. And yep, Santa's sleigh is not far behind now. And here comes a delightful family Christmas with the family that you've seen in my advent calendar videos last year. Yep, they're back here, enjoying all the fun. There's a fireplace, a clock, and everything. Well, everyone is here. Snowboarders, ice skaters, sleigh riders, everyone. They're all here because they all want to welcome Santa all by themselves. So, they're gonna wait here one by one and watch the rest of the parade on their delightful vehicles so that they can wish everyone a very Merry Christmas indeed as we lead up to our elegant finale of awesomeness galore. Well, I mean Santa Claus. It's not long to go now. So let's a go-go. And here comes the delightful ice skating rink with some of your favourite random people here. Enjoying all the fun. Trying to set up this ice rink for the holidays. And trying to skate on it too. And there's the hockey champion as well with his trophy. Oh yes. How fun is that indeed. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Our newest character. Riding high in a delightful Christmas stocking. It's Sooty! Furnished by Cadell's Limited. Sooty, this classic British puppet, is finally making his debut in the Big Balloon Parade. And he hasn't forgotten out his delightful magic wand. So that he can say to us, well, in a whisper that is, Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy. And of course, Sooty would always want to be part of the Christmas fun because he's also a Panto star. Because he and Richard go to Panto and participate in it quite a lot every year, so have fun with Sooty. Oh, and Sweep and Sue as well. And don't forget little cousin Scampy. They must be watching at home, enjoying this little yellow teddy bear have the ride of his life in a giant stocking. Bye-bye, Sooty. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Well, the last major float is here, and as you've already seen, I'm just standing on here as usual. Well, you haven't seen me up here, but I've been up on this float all this time. And here we are. I had to leave the float very quickly. And my friends Ben and Erin are here as well on this float. But now, it's time for us to sing away. As we let the Goofy Gnome roll by. Very goofy indeed. Not as goofy as Goofy. Close the door. And here he comes. Good old Santa Claus, riding up on his sleigh, delivering the presents to everyone. And here we are. The good old Santa. Good old Christmas. We're finally here. Oh, not forgetting this as well. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hope you enjoyed this parade. My huskies have had a lot of fun, and I think everyone is wanting presents. Now, let me go down a little bit. Go down, 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 down. Ooh. Well, what do you think? Wow, this is great. And I think this has been the best Christmas parade ever. Now we're all together, so let's party! Yay! Christmas party in November. Thank you for watching our delightful parade, and we'll see you next time. Whenever that'll be. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.